graffiti. All right, we got one person here in our audience who had a really cool idea. When one door closes, they say another one opens. Where's Josh? Josh, you got to tell us your story.
Well, I was engaged myself. I come home one time to my apartment. We were living together, and the whole place is cleared out. All that's left on the table is the engagement ring. I'm devastated. I go back to the store to try to get my money back for the engagement ring. They only want to give me 33% back. I'm even more devastated. I'm like, holy cow, I spent my whole life savings on this ring. What am I going to do now?
Oh, my God.
So what I did was I came up with this company called IDoNowIDon't.com, which sells engagement rings and other jewelry that from broken engagements and from people that were divorced. And it's an auction-based website.
I do, now I don't. That's awesome. Fantastic idea. Fantastic idea. Now, the ladies, if you want to get more of their great advice, go to www.
Hey guys, this may be a downer to bring up on Valentine's Day, but just because she said she'd marry you doesn't mean she won't change her mind. But once I do turns into I don't think so, what do you do with the ring? That is, if she'll give it back. Sadly, this happens more often than you'd think, so much so that Joshua Opperman has started I Do, Now I Don't. It's a website where people can buy and sell sort of used engagement rings. And Josh, that scenario that I just laid out, a version of that happened to you, right?
Yeah, correct. I was engaged myself. I come home. To make a long story short, the engagement ring is just left on the table, and all her stuff is cleared out of the apartment, and I'm devastated over this.
So now the issue became, how do you sell the ring, right?
Exactly. I tried to go back to my jeweler to sell the ring, and they only want to give me 32% back. You know, I spent my life savings on this. You know, I can't take a big loss like that.
Oh, man, we got to get you a woman. You all right now?
Yeah, I'm actually... you know, I'm dating somebody right now.
I've often heard it said, and I think you're confirming this, that these engagement rings are like cars. You know, the minute you drive off the lot, the thing has decreased incredibly so in value. So it's the same with diamond rings.
Exactly, same way, except I think it decreases more.
Aren't they tainted stones? Aren't they, like, hexed? I mean, like, if the next one that you're going to give it to, the next female that you're going to be, you know, affianced to, if she finds out this is a used ring that went south before, I don't know if that's going to work.
Well, I don't think that's such a big deal to some people. Someone's bad luck could be someone else's good luck.
Glass half full, glass
and also,
half empty. Or just don't tell her, you know.
Yeah, you don't have to tell her. Also, you know, say you sell your ring back to a jewelry store, I guarantee that they take the diamond out, and you can be buying someone else's ring, and you just don't know it.
Yeah, you know what? That's true. I mean, they never crush the stones, right? I mean,
no.
Chances are that ring has been on somebody's finger at some point, and I never thought of that.
Exactly.
What do they go for on the website? How much will someone have to spend?
So far, I've been seeing that someone, you'll probably get 50 to 60% of your value, but we have rings on there from $600 to $19,000, so it goes all ranges.
And what's the house cut? What's the VIG?
We only take 5% of the ring.
And then the reaction among jewelers, I'm sure they're not too thrilled to see that you've entered the marketplace, so to speak.
No, you know, actually, some jewelers didn't mind this. They don't get that much, you know, so most of them don't, you know, sell back the ring anyway. But yeah, I guess I'm taking away some business from the jewelry sites.
There's always that battle. Who gets the ring? Is it hers to keep? Is it the guy who gave it to her? And that goes on and on. Always gets litigated. Look, we thought it was important to have you here with this very happy Valentine's Day story. So thank you, Joshua.
Oh, thank you.
We'll be back right after this.
Got engaged this past Valentine's Day, but while statistics show half of the couples will eventually split up, a diamond is still forever.
But what do you do with the ring in that case? CBS 2's consumer reporter Kirsten Cole tells us about one interesting option.
This is a spectacular.
29-year-old Josh Opperman was engaged a year and a half ago.
I came home one night and she's gone, and the ring is just sitting on the table.
A constant reminder of love lost. Josh says he felt funny saving that ring for a future fiancé.
When I tried to sell my ring back to a jewelry store, I found out you can only get about 35% back.
So Josh came up with the idea to turn one man's cast-off into another's treasure with this website, IDoNowIDon't.com.
Specializes in selling rings from broken engagements or divorces.
At about 50 to 60% less than retail.
I found the exact ring that I've always, pictured in my mind and wanted.
21-year-old Courtney Furman says she doesn't think of these rings as broken bands of love. The website, she says, helped her find the ring of her dreams without breaking her fiancé's bank.
I don't think that the ring has anything to do with the marriage. I think that the ring symbolizes, the unity between two people and past owners. That doesn't bother me at all.
But how do you know you're getting the real deal and not a CZ?
When someone wins the ring comes to us, and we have an in-house jeweler that makes sure that, first of all, the ring is real and it is what it says in the ad.
And only then, says Josh, will the ring be sent to the buyer. I'm Kirsten Cole, CBS 2 News.
Since the site has been in operation for about 2 months, they've sold 13 rings and have had more than 600 people register to sell more.
They are beautiful rings. See anything you like there?
Goes without saying.
All right, John Belaris has a gift for us.